Great trip that we've had here, to Christchurch. I think, that the rugby was more of a camp rather than a tour, not really travelling around New Zealand, and the con to that might be they might not get exposed to all the culture here, but because the boys have more of a camp, they were able to create a better bond within the team and grow the culture that we have in Melbourne and at Brighton Rugby School. I think the schools that we have played have really demonstrated a strong culture and a great understanding of the game that as coaches and as the players will learn heaps from. And I think that because of where we've been, the schools we've played, and our activities that we've gone through here, is that we had that opportunity to learn and to grow. And as coaches and as a school, we're very humbled and honoured that we were able to go around Christchurch and to come to New Zealand and experience that.
Our boys benefited a lot from this tour. It wasn't just all focused on rugby. We talk about with the boys balance in our lives and their lives, making sure that they come to us as coaches when we're ready to train, that they're ready to go and they're not worrying about school, and because that's balanced, they're all up to date with their homework, they're all on point with their siblings and stuff. So this here, having them live on top of each other, has really shown them that rugby's just not on the field, it's off the field, and it's about culture. And if we can build that, which we have here, in being able to go and do professional training with professional coaches, and then having the afternoon off to go do an activity to take them away from rugby, and then make them hungry again the next day for rugby, so they come back and they're ready to go again. It's probably been one of the best tours I've been on. The hospitality, the way Total Rugby set it all up has been second to none. Christchurch is really the home of rugby when it comes to New Zealand rugby. They've won the most Super Rugby titles, and it was proof in the pudding when we went to their headquarters yesterday. Also being able to go to Christchurch Boys and play, for these kids to face a haka live, for them to play a game against one of the best schools, not only in New Zealand but in the world, and then afterwards to have a tour of the main sporting corridor, and there's All Black pictures, there's All Black jumpers of ex-players, ex-students that have attended Christchurch Boys, the Wall of Fame. There was a lot of history, and the boys were just amazed at how the school has produced players for the All Blacks. And I think Christchurch overall, you could take a bow with the way you bring up the kids. We finished a game of rugby at Burnside, and once we finished, we got there, the fields were empty. When we finished playing our game, you look around and there's 9 fields full of kids, and it's just proof in the pudding why New Zealand rugby is so strong, that they started at a very young age, and it was proof when we played against other schools, the catch, pass, tackling, mate, it's just awesome, and it's just basic rugby. Everybody must think around the world that New Zealand's got all these secrets and everything, but they just do the basics right, and I'm glad that we came here for the boys to see that.